This video will guide you through the steps of mounting an eTAP WiFLi Mid Cage rear derailleur. The WiFLi Mid Cage rear derailleur setup is different from the short cage rear derailleurs. To view the full eTAP group set installation procedure from the beginning, click this link. Before installing the rear derailleur, the hanger must be properly aligned to your frame. Apply grease to the rear derailleur hanger threads. Shift the rear derailleur into the fully inboard position. Use a 5mm hex wrench to thread the derailleur bolt into the hanger. Then use a torque wrench and a 5mm Hex Bit Socket to tighten the bolt. Shift the rear derailleur fully outboard. To properly size the chain, first wrap the chain around the largest cog and the large chainring. From where the chain meets, add one outer link and one inner link. Use a chain breaker to break the chain at the inner link. Place the chain on the smallest cog. Route the chain through the rear derailleur pulleys. Connect the ends with a SRAM power lock. Pull each end of the chain together and install the power lock. The arrow on the power lock must point in the direction of chain travel before locking the power lock into place. Once locked, the power lock cannot be disconnected. Rotate the crank until the power lock is above the chainstay. Check that the two halves of the power lock are properly aligned. Apply the rear brake and firmly push the crank arm down to lock the power lock. You should hear and feel the power lock click into place. Check the power lock by hand to make sure it moves freely. The power lock is designed for one-time use only. The power lock can only be removed with master link pliers and must not be reused. Install a new power lock each time a new chain is installed. Shift the front derailleur into the small chainring. The chain must be installed and on the small chainring to set the V-gap for the eTAP WiFLi Mid Cage derailleurs. For 11/26 cassettes, leave the rear derailleur in the fully outboard position. Use a 2.5mm hex wrench to adjust the V-adjust screw so the teeth of the upper pulley wheel are 4 to 6 mm from the cog. For 11/28 and 11/32 cassettes, shift the derailleur fully inboard. Use a 2.5mm hex wrench to adjust the V-adjust screw so the teeth of the upper pulley wheel are 4 to 6 mm from the cog. Make sure the rear derailleur is in the fully inboard position. Align the pulley wheel with the center of the largest cog by adjusting the rear derailleur. Press and hold the function button while simultaneously pressing the shift paddle inward. The left shifter will adjust the derailleur inboard, and the right shifter will adjust the derailleur outboard. Use a 2.5mm hex wrench to adjust the low limit screw until it lightly contacts the inner link. Shift the rear derailleur fully outboard. The pulley wheel must be aligned with the center of the small cog. Adjust the rear derailleur inboard or outboard as needed. Use a 2.5mm hex wrench to adjust the high limit screw until it lightly contacts the inner link. Click this link to continue the installation procedure for your eTAP group set, starting at the front derailleur adjustment.